Earth Day is a good time of year to reflect on the need for good environmental stewardship. We discuss how the ACUA is leading the way in South Jersey in their environmental stewardship. Adult Day programs are helping families to better care for their elderly loved ones and taking steps to help reduce your risk of a stroke. It's all here on the Next Latino Motion. Join us.
Choose quality, value, distinction. Choose Stockton.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation, and Stockton University. This edition of Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is brought to you by the HD Studios at the campus of Stockton University. Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, healthcare you can believe in. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas. Welcome to Latino Motion, a weekly interview show highlighting issues impacting New Jersey's Latino community while advancing understanding of Latino cultural heritage and contributions to our society. And here is your host, Bert Lopez.
Buenos dias and welcome to Latino Motion. Earth Day has taken a more significant role around the world, with more and more communities taking steps to improve their stewardship of the environment. Leading the charge of good environmental stewardship here in South Jersey is the Atlantic County Utilities Authority, and joining me is Rick Dovey. He is the president of the ACUA. Rick, welcome to Latino Motion.
Glad to be here, Bert.
So Earth Day was a big event here in Atlantic County, and you had a very major event with thousands of people coming to an Earth Day event you held.
Yeah, we had over 8,000 people come last Sunday, and it was a terrific event. This was our 26th annual Earth Day event, and of course the weather was beautiful, so we had a great crowd, and we had thousands of vendors and hundreds of participants, and had great sponsorship, Atlantic Electric, South Jersey Gas, and a number of other organizations that helped put this on. But it's a big open house. It's an opportunity to show what is being done and can be done to protect our environment.
Why is it so important to bring awareness about protecting the environment?
Well, of course, you know, the motto is every day is Earth Day. It's not just once a year, one day a year. And so we're trying to display and give information to folks about what they can do every day in their life to make a difference. And so whether it's saving energy or recycling, conserving water, those are easy steps for a person, a citizen, a resident of this region that they can do.
And I know you've been at this for a very long time. I remember when we first started getting the recyclable cans.
Yeah.
You know, everything used to go in the trash, and I think we're all now used to recycling our trash. And this is something that we've been doing here in this region for a very long time, but around the world, it seems that more and more, particularly even in Latin America countries, are taking note of the fact that they need to protect the environment as well.
Yes, it's an effort that is being driven around the world by people finding out what the problems are with improper disposal of trash. And this is a way to avoid that. So it is spreading all throughout Latin America, Africa, and throughout the world. So the United States has taken a lead. New Jersey has taken a lead in recycling and waste management. And the world is noticing that, and we're sharing our ideas and thoughts and experience with others.
And I know even Brazil is taking the Olympics as an event to showcase their environmental stewardship.
Correct. This summer, the Summer Olympics are going to be in Brazil, and there's the Olympic movement has really gone green over the last several Olympics, and there's a big effort in Brazil to make sure that the environment is protected, and there's a big effort throughout the whole event this summer.
In Latin America, obviously, with the climate warming, is more susceptible.
There's a real recognition that this is a worldwide issue, that we need to work collaboratively with each other and between countries, between peoples, and that we're all in this together. We share the same earth. We have to learn to nourish and cherish it.
Let's talk about some of the things you do, and I know you've changed the landscape of Atlantic City with the windmills as you come in to the city. Tell me a little bit about that effort.
Well, the wind farm in Atlantic City at the wastewater plant is now 10 years old. It's sort of gone fast, and the most amazing thing about that is that there isn't another wind farm in New Jersey yet. And we're hoping that there will be some in the future. It provides energy that does not pollute. So that's the big advantage, and of course it saves us money. The wastewater plant, any wastewater plant, uses a tremendous amount of energy, more than a casino, more than 10 casinos, and because they're running all the time. And this is, we get 60% of our power from renewable wind energy, that wind farm there. And it's been a big positive for us.
I know you get a lot of people to come and visit and actually take field trips to see the site. They could still do that, correct?
Yes. Anybody can take a tour by contacting or going on our website, ACUA.com. There's information there on how to sign up for it. We've had over 40,000 visitors in the last 10 years who have come to the wind farm, but when they get there, we teach them about wastewater management. So it's an added bonus, and they learn a lot.
Now, you've been at the recycling business for quite some time now. Just briefly tell me what the benefits have been.
Well, recycling program, we recycle over 50% of Atlantic County's waste, so it doesn't get landfilled or thrown away. And it's reused, it's processed, reused, sold as a commodity, each of the different commodities. And they are made into new products, not only here in New Jersey, but throughout the world.
So it's very important work that's taking place at the ACUA. And certainly all of us need to be on board and help to follow your steps in stewardship for the environment.
We just help put the ingredients together and then lead the way.
Well, Rick, thank you for sharing this information with our audience, and we'll be right back with our next guest right here on Latino Motion.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics.
Welcome back to Latino Motion. According to the NLRC Center for Public Affairs research, Hispanics are more likely to consider caring for an elderly relative or friend to be a more positive experience. Helping families care for their elderly loved ones while keeping them at home are adult day programs such as those provided by Caring Incorporated. And joining me to discuss this further is Maria Garcia. Maria, welcome to Latino Motion.
Thank you for having me.
So Latinos, we like to keep our adult parents and family members at home more so than non-Latinos. And programs like the ones you offer with Caring Inc. is really helpful to support those families. Tell me a little bit about that
It gives
program.
them a great assistance because now, especially now, families have to work. Both family members have to work. So what happens to their loved one? Instead of being home alone, a medical day program is a great place for them to be. There's all kinds of services there to keep them independent, to keep them healthy, and then they get to go home at the end of the day feeling good about themselves and being in a social environment, getting a good nutrition, and just being helped throughout the day. So it is a great option for them.
And obviously, there are many providers of adult daycare services, and even in your center, Caring Incorporated, also transportation is also provided as well.
We have a lot of bilingual staff. Transportation is provided. We pick them up anywhere in Atlantic County, and they come and stay with us for about 5 hours. We're the only medical day program that actually has an outside area. This time of the year, they're starting to plant vegetables and all kinds of goodies, which the members themselves help, and they can get to take them home at the end also. And we're the only ones that have our own chef. So we prepare nutritious meals. They get breakfast and they get lunch. They even get a snack before they go home. They have a great activities. We have a wonderful activities person that keeps them social and keeps them active. But the most important part is there's nurses there, there's aides there, there's social workers, there's all kinds of services, support services in the program itself. We can get their medication there, we can get physical, occupational, and speech therapy there. There's just a whole array of services.
Let's talk about some of the other services that you offer for the caregiver, or someone that wants to keep their parents at home. They don't want to put in a nursing home.
We have another wonderful program which is called Caring for Caregivers, and this is free to any families in Atlantic County, long as the family itself, the member that's caring for someone is over 18 years old and the person receiving the services is over 60 years old. It's a grant given to caregivers that are caring for a loved one with dementia. It is a free service. We train people. They have to pass a background check. They have to pass a drug test. And when they go through a day training just to learn more about the disease and activities and communication, a whole array of things. And then we link them with a family that needs the help. They get to go once a week to the family's home to give the caregiver a break for about 3 hours. They can go and do whatever they need to do with their time, if maybe go out for lunch or go to a doctor appointment, whatever they need to do, knowing that their loved one is safe at home with someone that has been trained and is compassionate about that, and they want to be there to help them out.
This is very important. I know that there is the need for many family members to keep that loved one at home, but it is very stressful on the family, and certainly there are tools out there to help lessen that stress. So you want to take advantage of those.
The stress itself that they get, they forget about themselves, so their health goes down, their family unity kind of gets a little bit, messed up, so that we need to give them the support and the help to keep them healthy. One of the other things that we also have is because talking to the caregivers, we saw that the need of support. So we created a support program, and we meet once a month, the first Wednesday of every month at Caring. And at the same time, we're the only ones that can actually bring their loved one with them. And while they're getting the support that they need, the family, the loved one, also gets a program that they need. It's an art program. We have found that art and music it's wonders for people with dementia. It's not actually about the project. It's about when they leave, they feel their self-esteem is much better. They feel happy. Their mood changes because they created something through their memories. We get to bring their memories out, and it's a way of them communicating through the art.
Let's talk a little bit about, obviously, Caring is a great program, but there are many options out there, particularly if you don't live in Atlantic County, if you live in Cumberland County, per se, and you want to reach out to a daycare provider, an adult day. What should we look out for? You want somebody someplace that is caring, that is someone that is, it's there to make them feel, to make them better each day. You want a place that's obviously clean and that kind of thing. Also, you be able to look through contact the county, intergenerational services. I'm sure they can give them a whole array of information on that. Every county does have that service, so you could actually really get information from the county directly.
And also, if anyone needs any help or anything through if they're take care for a loved one with dementia, the Alzheimer's Association, the 1-800-272-3900 number, it's a great, great service. There's someone there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You actually speak to someone. It's not a recording. It's not like I'll get back to you later. You actually speak to someone.
So it's great to have abuela stay with you, or abuelo to be part of their family, but obviously being able to provide those services and get the help is very, very, very important as well.
Yeah, everybody needs help, and a caregiver has the right to ask for help. I mean, if they go down, the whole system goes down. Who cares for their loved one if they end up in the hospital? You know, there's a lot of issues there. And most of the caregivers are women. And sorry to say, and there is over 15 million people that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
And the key is that there is support and help available. So even if you want to keep your loved one at home, you can still get the help.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for sharing this information
Thank
with our
you for
audience.
having
And
me.
stay tuned. We're going to be right back with the next guest here at Latino Motion.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics.
Welcome back to Latino Motion. 795,000 Americans each year suffer with stroke. This is a serious problem that the American Heart Association, jointly with the American Stroke Association, wants you to take seriously and reduce your risk of a stroke. Joining me is Brenda Harper Davis. And Brenda, welcome to Latino Motion.
Thank you, Bert.
Brenda, you are a volunteer with the Heart and Stroke Association, and you yourself are a survivor of stroke and a heart attack. So you have taken this very seriously.
Yes, I have, Bert.
Tell me a little bit about the work you do as an ambassador for the Heart and Stroke Association.
Well, as a survivor, I go out and I speak to different organizations, women's organizations mainly, on how to prepare, how to take care of yourself, and how to, if possible, avoid heart attack and stroke.
On that subject, just the fact that you as an African American, me as a Latino, we need to be aware of the fact that we have a higher risk of the heart attack as well as a stroke.
We do indeed, especially as a Go Red for Women ambassador. I found that statistics show that Latino and African American women are 60% higher in having a heart attack or a stroke than any Caucasian women.
Let's just take a moment to discuss those risk factors, because you yourself had a stroke and you had a second stroke. So
Yes.
Having an initial stroke puts you at risk for more stroke. But what are some of the other factors? And you're talking about some of the things we could do to reduce those factors, but what are some of the factors?
Well, watch your blood pressure, high cholesterol, regular visits to your doctor, getting those things checked regularly, making sure that if there's a problem. One thing that I do stress to women is listen to your body. That's my mantra.
I know you were talking off stage, you were telling me when you had your first stroke, you just kept on working.
I did.
Not a good idea. Right?
No.
In fact, it's very critical that as soon as you have the symptoms of a stroke, that you seek immediate care. And obviously, that's a very important step that we need to follow. Let's talk about some of the preventive stuff that we could take to reduce the risk of stroke and heart attack.
Well, as I said, make sure you take that baby aspirin, but first and foremost, make sure that you see your doctor regularly. Know that your risk factors are hypertension, high cholesterol, sedentary, if you're not getting any exercise, if you're just eating lots of sugar, if you have a high sugar content in your diet, those are high risk factors right there.
Yeah, and I know you have an event coming up. It's a walk that is taking place in Ocean City. Tell me a little bit about that event.
Absolutely. The Southern New Jersey Spring Heart Walk is our annual event. It is on Saturday, May 21st in Ocean City, and it is our premier fun event. Wonderful day where everyone can come out and support us. We have pledges. You can bring the children, just put them in their strollers.
And it's right there on 6 off the boardwalk in Ocean City. It's the Ocean City Sports and Civic Center. This is an important event, not only because it helps raise money, and that money goes for what?
It goes for research. It goes predominantly for research and to help others, and it's not. It really isn't thrown away. We can pinpoint where all of our dollars go.
And obviously, just getting in the habit of a walk. This is a good commitment to get started.
Absolutely.
And I guess the theme is to make a pledge to walk more, eat well, live longer.
Absolutely, and it's a fun day.
So where can we sign up?
Well, you can sign up online if you'd like, or you could sign up at one of our participating organizations.
I know that the electric company, Atlanta City Electric, has a team, and as well as Atlanta Care and many other organizations.
Many other organizations. And if there's any question, you can just call the American Heart Association, and they will give you all the information that you need.
And thank you for sharing this vital information with our audience, and hope we take this very seriously.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us at home once again here on Latino Motion.
Choose quality, value, distinction. Choose Stockton.
Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, healthcare you can believe in. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.